Hello everyone, this is how to add an Openbor character to an Openbor game. First of all, you need either Packsplode or Bor Pack. You can probably find them on the internet somewhere, or if you download one of my games, they'll be on there. What you need to do is to get the pack file for the game that you want to load things into, and then you put it here, and then you move it over the Packsplode icon, and you'll get all the data. There's the data there, which means you can get into everything that's in the game. By the way, don't delete the data file if you change anything in the game, otherwise it will return to the factory settings. If you want to download a new playable character into an Openbor game, you have to make sure that there's no other character that's got the same name. Otherwise it will just replace the character, which is not really helpful if the character is an enemy character or something. One way of doing this is to change the name of the playable character. For example, this was originally Cooler. I changed it to Coolax. Just adding an X. I mean, you can make up your own name, but you need to make sure that wherever the name of the character is in this, you need to change it. At the top there it says name. You can put whatever name you want, but again you have to make sure that there's nobody else in the game called that. Although you can get round that though by putting a full stop after the name, or that little line there. That won't actually show up in the game. When they need to have a character that's got two names, they put it in between the names. You take this playable characters folder and you put it in the characters there, where it says cars, characters. Then you need to put the details of the characters onto the model folder. Right, there's the name there, it says load, Coolax. And if the character's got any subfolders, sometimes they have either projectile weapons or some kind of special effects, you need to put that in it as well. For some of my playable characters, there's a blood folder. As if they've got a sharp weapon or something, they stab people and blood appears. That was a special effect I did. I thought, why not? And there's this Blood 3 folder. If you download one of my games, you probably find that in the miscellaneous folder. And you need to add details of that onto the models folder as well. If you're going to import a character from another game, you need to make sure that the game has not actually got some kind of added programming that means the character won't be able to be used in other games. I mean, characters from Crime Busters I don't think you can use in other games. And also, there seem to be some games that you can't actually load playable characters into. I think it's just because they're programmed differently. Also, it's probably a good idea to make sure that it's a recent version of Openbor. I think most of the games that I've downloaded have got the recent version, so if you just download one of them, I think you can get the recent version of Openbor. You might have to look it up on Chrono Crash or something. There's a guy who updated Openbor, it's called Damon Klasky or something. I think he's on Chrono Crash. If you ask him about it, he'll probably tell you where it is. So if you've done it right, you'll be able to play this character in this game. Yes, look, there she is. This is Cooler's long lost whoever. There are millions of Cooler diamond edits people have made themselves. But I think after Isabeau was a success, everybody else tried to get on the bandwagon. Or maybe her dad just had a bike, I don't know. I mean, there are some really good Cooler edits. Like there's a jetpack. I wish that was in Mugen. That's a really great character. I think that's one of the best Cooler edits. I hope you could understand this anyway. Thank you for watching this. Bye.